What's up, guys? My name is Zane here with Ultimate Heat. Welcome to the Tulsa, Oklahoma Card Show.
You shot it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but how your bullets ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Cut me down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice, sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Stone heart, machine gun, firing at the ones who run. Stone heart, those bulletproof glass. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
Hey guys, we're here at the GG2 Sports Card Expo. I got the chills right now, and it's probably because I'm standing next to UFC prize fighter Jimmy the Brick Flick. How you doing, guys?
We're doing good. So we are he's with his UFC's out of the Jimmy the Brick Flick, so he's got his own brand. My name is Justin Ward. I'm with JW Card Grading. So I do card grading. I have as low as $12 per card, as this guy's out here selling his merchandise. So if you guys feel free to come see us at the next shows we've got coming up. Here in August, we'll be at the Bentonville show. We'll be at the Glenpool show in September. So we're booked up for a couple of months out. So if you guys feel free to reach out to us and buy some merchandise, or even reach out to us. You got anything you need to say, brother?
Yeah, I'm in the 2023 Donruss, so I'm chasing my 101 black. I bought 2 Donruss hobby boxes here at the show. So I'm a collector, I'm a seller. I sign autographs for free. We even have a grading crew here. So if you have time to get down here before 3 o'clock, you can get my signature on my cards or my posters and get it authenticated for only $10. So y'all need to come down here and see me. I'm looking to get rid of some cards. I'm looking to meet people and just get my name out there, man. I appreciate all the support, and thank y'all for coming by and seeing us.
And then Jimmy, what's the Instagram channel?
Yeah, the Brick MMA. If you follow me at the Brick MMA on Instagram, I'm on the Brick MMA on TikTok, and then Jimmy the Brick Flick on my fan page for Facebook.
Yeah. Thanks, champ. Thanks.
And to be
guys.
able to find me, you can reach out at JW Card Grading on Facebook and TikTok. I am working on an Instagram page. Probably in the next week, I'll be out live on that also.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having
Appreciate it.
us.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it. Check this out, too. So I'm here with Henry. Henry, you
Primeaux.
friend of Muhammad Ali for 25 years?
I was his friend for quite some time.
Wow. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with it?
Well, I met him when he had his dinner at the Forum when he retired, and I was with a friend of his, and we wound up spending the evening and going to an after party with him. And I didn't see him again for a couple of years. And I was in an airport with a friend of mine who was an automobile dealer. And his girlfriend said, "Oh, that's Muhammad Ali. He signed something for me in the Bahamas. So we're going to go see." So he was sitting there with a bunch of people, and they got to talking. And I'm standing in the background, and he did that. And I walked over there. He says, "I know you.
Yeah.
You're Henry." I said, "Yeah, champ, I am." I said, "You met me at my retirement." I said, "Yes, I did." Well, little be known, he was going to come to Tulsa.
Yeah.
So he came to fight night. And the first night I was sitting in the table, and my son said, "Muhammad's sitting in the back." I said, "Well, let me see if he'll remember it." So we walked back there, and sure enough, he remembered me. And we started to do things with him for the years he was here, and became friendly with him. He wasn't my best friend or anything, but we had a great relationship.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was trying to start a foundation, and he had known that I was with the John Starks and his foundation. I had some foundation work, so he called and said, "I'd like for you to give me some money for my foundation." And he said, "I have a special present for you." And I said, "Well, I'd be happy to, champ." And I kind of closed my eyes and said, "How much money did you want?" And he told me, and it was very, very reasonable.
Yeah.
So he says, "This is what I have for you." And he gave me this.
Look at this. Only 10 of these were made, correct?
Over 10 of these were made, then 10 more were made with just black onyx.
Yeah.
But this is number 2 of the 10. He got number 1. Don't know what happened to it, but a fellow by the name of Henry K. made the rings.
Yeah.
And so he sold me a ring for our championship when we had the talents here.
Yeah.
So we bought our championship rings from him, and this he wound up giving it to me. So, it's something that's not for sale.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Right.
But that's my Ali stories. And he's
so
just a
cool,
wonderful man.
The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Henry, thank you for the time.
Thank
Thanks for the
you.
stories.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
See you, YouTube.
Yeah.
A picture of you. Oh, what hijacked my world at night. To a place in the past we've been cast out of. Oh, now we're back in the fight. We're back on the train. Back on the chain gang. Circumstance beyond our control. Oh, the phone, TV, and the news of the world got in the house like a pigeon from hell. Oh, through sand in our eyes and descended like flies. Put us back on the train. Back chances to live like we do bring me to my knees when I see what they've done to you. But I'll die as I stand here today, knowing that deep in my heart they'll fall to ruin one day for making us part. I found a picture of you. Those were the happiest days of my life. Like a break in the battle was your part. In the wretched life of a lonely heart. Now we're back on the train. Back on the chain gang.
We're here at the GGT Sports Card Expo. I'm here with Illinois Hockey Hall of Famer Mike Schmitt. Mike, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Got a book that just came out, My Life Story, Mike Schmitt. A lot of great stories, growing up in Chicago. Mike, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I came back home and I was the manager of an ice rink. And I hired Bobby Hall's wife, Joanne, to teach. She wanted to teach youth skating. So I did.
Yeah.
And then when I would perform my clinics, and I came off this one time, and Joanne says, well, Mike, I want to talk to you for a minute. And I said, yeah, no problem, come on. She says, you really do a nice job with those kids out there.
Yeah.
I'd like you to work with our kids. And I said, hold it, Joanne. You want Mike Schmitt to teach Bobby Hall's kids skating?
Yeah.
And she says, yeah. And I said, oh my God. She says, I know you get $32 an hour to teach, and if you don't accept payment, just forget about it, And I said, well, how about the first 2 sessions you bring Bobby Hall here for me to meet. I got to that rink at midnight.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was just bouncing off the walls. I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
And the ice rink had a door that would creak when you opened it. Well, I hear the door open at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I looked, and there's Bobby Hall.
Bobby Hall,
Oh my God, my hair was curling, standing up. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he came in and he said, well, hey, Mike, I'm Bobby Hall. And I said, no, I know that.
Yeah. No introduction needed. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I taught his kids for a couple of Brett Hall. Yeah, absolutely. And I know I'd run into him years later, and he didn't, he had no remembrance of that. That was okay. That was okay. So then Bobby Hall and I became good friends. And after one session, I got off the ice, and Bobby was there with another guy, and he says, Mike, you got a minute? And I said, yeah. He says, I want you to meet my brother Dennis Hall, who's on the Blackhawks also. I said, oh, nice meeting you, Dennis. And he says, well, my brother Dennis wants you to run our director of our hockey school. Wow. And my God, I mean, I just couldn't believe it, but oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So absolutely. So not only have I met my idol, but I'm skating with him. I'm chewing the fat with him and just enjoying each other's company. He'd come to the house when Mom would make spaghetti dinners sometimes. Just a ball. Try out with the Chicago Cardinals here. And
See if I can.
I go right ahead. And I played with them for a year. And the coach of that team was Gino Bracco. He was an ex-Chicago Blackhawks. And we had a player, Howard Young, who was an ex-Blackhawk hockey player, really a good hockey player. So we had a great year. I was on the 4th line, and I was the 4th leading scorer on the team. So at the next year, when he was having camp, I showed up and asked him if I could try out, and he said, "You're not good enough for me, Mike."
Yeah.
And I said, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
So I went to got to a phone. I called the Milwaukee Admirals and told them what was going on, and they said, "How quick can you get here?"
Yeah.
I said, so I said about an hour. So I raced up there, and we worked out an arrangement, and I played with them for the year of 1973.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know, the last game of the season was against Chicago.
Yeah.
A game that I was waiting the whole season for.
Yeah.
So on the first shift out on the ice, he sent this kid over. He cross-checks me right across my nose.
Yeah.
And the Milwaukee Brewers were our team physician.
Yeah.
Well, he said, "Mike, I'm going to take you to a local hospital. I don't have proper equipment here to take care of you." And I said, "I'm not leaving this game. You got to put some ice on that. You get some butterflies. Whatever you got to do."
Yeah.
So before the 3rd period, we finally got it to where it'd be okay. And I got out there, and the 3rd period, and about 5 minutes into the game, we were going down the ice, and I got the puck, and I took a slap shot. Boom, went in the right corner. So, and we were losing before that. Then it was 1-1. So then about 4 minutes left in the game, I intercepted a pass, and I went in on a breakaway and scored.
There you go. Wow.
Yes. Yeah. So and then with a minute left, the goon that opened me up, it was on they put him on the ice.
Did you kick him out of the game?
I looked at my coach, and he goes, "Get out there."
Yeah.
So I got out there, and I had to pay him back a little bit, cleaned his clock a little bit.
Give him a receipt.
Absolutely. So after the game, they saw me start to skate towards the Chicago bench, where Gino Briaco was, and they thought I was going to just jump over and go at it. And I skated over there, and I said, "Gene, Schmitt 2, Chicago 1.
Wow, nice. That story and a lot of more stories available. My Life Story, Mike Schmitt, Hall of Famer, is available at Barnes & Noble. You can pick this up on Amazon. And as a bonus, one lucky subscriber is going to pick up a copy of this autograph. So, Mike, thank you so much. Any final words that you want to say?
Well, you're going to get knocked down through life, and it's not... every time you bounce, you got to bounce back up, or otherwise, you're not going to go as far as you possibly can. But if you dedicate yourself and you take the time and the effort to put into whatever it was, any sport or just living, it takes stages, and
talking to you, it's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you pick yourself back up.
Absolutely.
And your resilience is very inspirational, just hearing your story and stuff. So, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. An amazing career. Look at that ring. Can you get a shot of that ring? Illinois Hall of Famer. Mike, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, I tell you, it's my pleasure, believe me.
Yeah, thank you.
From the top of my heart, thanks for watching. Bye!